Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Please unmute yourself and just let me know if you have any questions for us. This is the last week of live session. Just hold on for one moment, guys. It's okay. Yeah. This is the last week of session for last session for this round of for this run. So let me know if you have any thoughts, questions, or anything about for us. We'll be happy to answer that. Once again, this is a for those who are in English too. You have been with us for the last two sessions. For those who are here for English one, uh, completing one round, and you will be coming back for another session shortly. Just give me a moment. Yeah. So for English one, people will be returning soon. You have your I think final exam scheduled. So we only have to ask you if you have any questions. We have talked about how to what to do if you think you need help in improving your language skills, your communication skills. So let me know if there is anything. Subhajit, go ahead.
Sir, I generally feel like I am generally I
Not
want to
yet.
improve that part, like the aspirations and the stress patterns. If you can guide through that once.
If you can hear me, you're not audible.
Sir, am I audible?
No, not yet.
Hello, sir. Now am I audible?
Not yet, Subhajit. If you want to type, you can type it in the chat box and I'll try to read and answer it. So, in the meantime, continue reading little bit for yourself, continue writing little bit, continue listening to others, particularly close attention to recorded videos like news bulletins. Movies also are fine. These things combined together help you build all aspects of learning of language. So your question is, you feel difficulty in understanding how to answer a question related to aspirations and stress patterns. Aspiration is just additional flow of air of a particular vowels, particular consonant sound, like ka. When we speak ka, and with a little bit of more aspiration, it becomes ka. In general, in non-aspirated stop sounds like pa, ja, and ka, they become aspirated at the initial position of a syllable. And that is why you have a difficulty about stress patterns. So the rule for that is it gets aspirated only at if they are in the beginning of a stressed syllable. I suggest don't worry too much about this pattern. This is just to pay attention to reaching native level accuracy. So all words have at least one stressed syllable. If word if it is it has only one syllable, then the same syllable is stressed. So if there is a word like pink, see this, I'm writing here in the chat box. This is a monosyllabic word, has just one syllable, and it has a pa sound in the beginning of this word. So this pa sound will get aspirated and it will sound like this, and it will be pink. It will be like, for the way I'm writing here, it will sound like this. It's not actually two different sounds in English, at least. It's just because it is in the beginning of the stressed syllable, so gets aspirated. That's the rule related to aspiration and stress patterns. If you understand, fine. If you don't worry about it. In the long run, what matters is how much of effort you have put in making your language more effective, because what eventually matters is how you communicate how you talk to others with your expertise, and that will take you to a different level. That's the message for English 2 people, English 1 people. I would like to leave you with it helps basically, and it stays with you. It's not a matter of it's not a matter of a semester or a session that is actually going to help you improve your language. It's the continuous effort that you have to put in making your language better on a daily basis. Hence, I suggest what we have done and some of the patterns that we have pointed to at the levels of sounds, words, and sentences. Hopefully, it will help you improve your language. If you have more questions, please let me know. I'll be able to hopefully address a few things. Otherwise, I see you there. I see there are some 20 people around here, and any specific aspect of what we have discussed, we'll be happy to do that. Go ahead. Use of comma when sentences have essential and non-essential relative clause. Okay. So, okay. Quiz 2, there was a sentence punctuated correctly as the car which was parked in the driveway had a flat tire with 2 commas. So what's the question? If we need a similar sentence where instead of the car, that or is used, then would the sentence be treated similar to the example sentence in the model? That man is the criminal who shot his neighbor last month and take 0 commas. That man. See, Harshit, in the first sentence, the car which was parked in the driveway had a flat tire. The relative clause which was parked in the driveway is simply adding additional information. The car had a flat tire is a perfectly good sentence. So I hope you understand the distinction. I hope you understand relative clauses because you are making the distinction between essential and non-essential relative clauses. So it has adjectival function and it is just modifying the noun, like the car in the first one and the man, that man in the second one. The point is, in both the sentences, the car is a specific car and that man is also a specific man because we are pointing to that man. So I see that I don't understand your confusion in these 2 sentences. So you're basically talking about the use of commas. So yeah, ideally you would use commas in both the sentences. Is there anything else that is related to your question? I think that should help you. Okay, I think you're fine with this. Is that clear to you, or you want me to say anything else? I think I have seen these sentences in some of the queries we have answered earlier. Go ahead if you have any other questions, guys. In the module on punctuation, we had been taught that when we have non-essential relative clauses, used in the example. That man is from the module and punctuation. I understand. So, yeah, I mean, in some cases, relative clause is more required than the other, and if it is a required one, then you don't use commas. We use commas only to make it non-required. That's correct. Because in the second one, when you don't have comma, we are pointing to the thing that man is the criminal who shot his neighbor last month. Is the criminal who shot his neighbor last month. Okay. So yes, it's about identifying what is essential and what is non-essential. And in essential one, we don't use commas. That's fine. But the important thing is to understand the relevance of relative clause. It has adjectival function, and therefore it just adds additional information. And a relative clause modifies the noun, one of the nouns in the sentence. That's all for the time being. Anything else? Anna, I understand that reading and listening skills are when it is okay. Speaking can be difficult too, because speaking involves more than what reading and listening involves. Therefore, listening and reading are necessary subconscious activities for improving speaking. Speaking is not essential for improving reading. Hence, I'm talking about them as prerequisite and necessary activities for improving speaking. The recommendation for improvement in speaking is the foundation. This is no secret in my opinion, but it is hard and it requires continuous efforts that we need to put into to see the outcome of these activities in speaking. For the time being, to believe that you can look at those who are good speakers of the language are also people with good listening and reading capacities. Those who speak very well. Pick 4 or 5 good speakers and then try to do a background check of their being a good speaker. They also spend time reading and they have good listening skills. Somebody with good listening skills can only become a good speaker. That is certain. I hope I have explained that, Anna. Harshit, the query is that if we modify the sentence to that car which was parked in the driveway had a flat tire. That car which was parked in the driveway had a flat tire. Or comma is still be necessary. A car in the driveway had a flat tire. See, it is not comma in. If I understand your question correctly, Harshit, it is not commas that make a relative clause essential or non-essential. It is the meaning, and I see the things that you are juggling with elements like that, a car, that car, or the car. These are uh, uh, demonstrative pronouns or definite or indefinite articles which will make a distinction. The point is when we determine that it is non-essential information, technically it is called non-restrictive relative clauses. Then we put when we make sure that it is non-essential, then we try to put commas next to them, both sides of them. Hope that is convincing to you. And if it is not, please read more about relative clauses and how people use relative clauses. See, the use of comma is only in writing. How we use these things to make the impact of speaking also, and of course writing is part of that, is where I need your attention. Hope this helps. Yeah, so look at the determiners and definite, indefinite determiners and demonstrative pronouns. These are very subtle things for making the distinction. People with a high level of fluency make the get these things native like. So it will take time, and what I suggest is you read a little more on these things. If you have a serious interest in that, it will be helpful. Anything else, guys? If not, then we stop here. We'll just wait for one more moment. Okay, so I think you're. Do we have a? Okay, what's the question on the stress? I just spoke about a stress worsening. I have a question with respect to stress on words. How do we know to stress a word? It's again, I just mentioned it is difficult to know how to stress a word. If it is, we are giving you the pattern. If it is stressed, then it gets aspirated. Consonant sound like stop sound like pa, da, ka gets stressed. So and that helps us distinguish noun and verb, as well as we have shown in examples in that video. So have a look at that. And I heard it is our last session before your exam. I'm not sure if we have one more left before the exam. So if it is the last session, all the best for your exam and everything else that you do. Okay, we have one more session. All right. Sure. If that is if one more session is left, then we will meet you next week, and then it's not, Subhajit, it's not, nothing is outside the scope of syllabus. Hope you understand that for making your own language impactful, all these are aspects of language, and nothing is beyond the scope of syllabus. I understand what you mean by syllabus. I mean, I know that you're talking about the videos or the topics that we have given you to look at. So all right, that's all I have to say for the time being. All right, guys. Oh wait, there is another question. Should we practice more of grammar? No. It's not about grammatical errors. Yes, of course, you need to practice structural patterns of language to improve them. That's correct. Correct. You have to spot them. You have to look at little more patterns. That's correct. All right then. Thank you very much for joining. We'll stop here if you don't have others don't have more questions. See you next time.
Good evening, sir.
We can close the session. Bye bye.
Excuse me, sir.